You're back.
We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. And you know what else is back? History. So we're going to go way back and let Sam Cook tell. Back in yellow.
Oh, no.
That's not the song.
I don't even know. I just made it up. I have no idea what it even goes now.
It's been reposted now on the 93.7 Twitter, so you can check it out. You don't even have to go follow me.
Mark on Wilder.
But if you want to
Thank
follow
goodness.
me, hey, you can.
So I got the permission to finally unfollow Raff.
No, I said follow me, not unfollow me. Follow me.
Raff.
Took you long enough just to follow me.
Hey, it was unintentional, Raff.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Mark on Wilder. Appreciate you retweeting that on the ticket line. And also, again, Chris Raff 7.
Follow me.
Speaking of history, though.
History.
I didn't realize this. In 1973, Bob Devaney's name comes up in speculation about which head coaching job in the NFL, Raff.
73. Man, that's a tough one.
I had no idea about this.
I'm going to guess. I'm going to go with the Broncos.
New England Patriots.
The Patriots.
Yeah, that's right.
Bob Devaney, New England Patriots in
Well,
1973.
Coach Osborne, I believe he was approached by the Cowboys at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, 1983, Coach Osborne and Lou Holtz criticized the NCAA for academic standards based on test scores, which Osborne called them culturally unfair. Coach Osborne and Lou Holtz speaking out. Lou Holtz is another guy who didn't do well in the pros.
Yep, Jets.
Came back in the collegiate level, and the rest is history on that one. In 88, Neil Smith is named Defensive Star of the Game in the Japan Bowl. Meanwhile, Mike Rozier enjoys a career revival as Houston Oilers advance to the NFL playoffs. That was in 1988 this week.
Who did they get beat by?
I have no idea.
Oh, I do.
Who they beat? Broncos?
The Denver Broncos.
Okay. In 1993, junior I-back Derek Brown decides to enter NFL draft. And in 1998, kind of a plug for tomorrow's show, which back declared, this is easy, declared for the NFL draft?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you get it.
I wasn't even listening.
Oh, I'm on green. I'm on green.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, I'm on
Did
green.
you see he's coming back for to be a
Did
professor?
somebody say Amon Green's coming back to be a professor? And where is Amon Green gonna?
Amon Green will be joining us on the show
Early
tomorrow.
What?
Amon Green. Yeah.
Man,
Amon
this
might
is
be
rough. This is
Amon might
tough.
be a little pissed off though when he comes on tomorrow because his Packers lost.
Yeah, he might be in a bad.
He might be in a bad mood.
That's why
So
I can't help it to the Lions. Jared Goff.
Oh,
in prime
no.
time.
yeah, I'm gonna see what he. It's gonna be cool to kind of get his
Do we
interpretation.
tell Amon that Nick's a big Lions fan? Or
Big Lions fan.
You know what,
right,
AG
Bubba?
do we let that slide?
AG would be cool with it. He'll let it slide. Now, if he was in studio in person, I wouldn't say nothing. But
You might be 21, but my money's still on Amon.
Amon might be a little ticked off. Then if you get, let's say Nick starts talking some trash tomorrow when he's on the air. When Amon moves here for the radio, when moves here for his gig, he just walks in the studio. So what was you saying again about? No, I love Green Bay. Go Pack, go.
Jared Goff is bad.
So in broader history, this week in time, in 1942, in his 20th title defense, Joe Louis knocks out Buddy Bear in the first round of the rematch to retain the World Heavyweight title at the New York's Madison Square Garden. Also, 1958 in basketball, Oscar, the Big O, scores 56 points against Seton Hall 54. Here's a little history about Oscar Robinson. Our very own Mr. Albert Maxey, who used to play basketball at Nebraska, was a long-term police officer here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Some of you long-time Lincoln natives will remember Mr. Albert Maxey. He was also the personal security guard for Martin Luther King when Martin Luther King spoke at Pershing Auditorium back in, I think it was 61 or 62.
Yeah, it's a cool picture.
Yeah, Albert Maxey. Folks, if you ever get a chance to meet Albert Maxey, you need to. You're talking about a living legend of history of Nebraska sports, history, and just life in general. He has an art studio down in the Haymarket, but Albert Maxey actually played high school basketball with the Big O back in Indiana. And in sports history, 1972, led by future Lakers star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Milwaukee Bucks beat the LA Lakers 120-104, ending LA's consecutive win streak at 33, the longest winning streak in Major League sports. Raff, I got one for you before we go to break. 1977 Super Bowl. Super Bowl 11, Rose Bowl, Pasadena. Oakland Raiders beat the Minnesota Vikings 32-14. Who was the MVP of that game?
The MVP of the game?
Raiders versus the Vikings. You'll get this one.
Raider. I might not.
One,
It wasn't Ken Stabler.
2,
No, Ken Stabler.
3, 4,
What are we counting to?
What are we counting?
5. Have no idea. I'm just counting.
I was
6.
saying Ken Stabler. I don't know.
Frank Belindikov, Oakland wide receiver.
Actually, Fred Biletnikoff.
I said Frank. Frank Lucas.
And I believe he was number 25.
I don't know what number it was. I don't know what the name was. I know I got the
Yeah,
right.
I just know it's Biletnikoff
Belindikov.
or Biletnikoff.
Belindikov. Beliniki.
And
Fred
then-
Belindikov.
And then,
Balake.
Balake.
and which is crazy.
Hey, Ron.
What's crazy also today?
Hey, Rod. Sorry, Raf. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Just keep on going.
No. I'm good. I'm
Shout
good.
out to Key Appeal. Just keep going.
I was just throwing it out there too. Guess whose birthday it is today?
Somebody for the Broncos.
Nope. The greatest quarterback in the history of Green Bay Packers football.
Oh, Bart Starr.
Yep.
He also played at Alabama.
Yep.
5-time MVP.
I'm
5-time NBA
I'm telling
NFL
you.
champion.
On Twitter, follow History of College Football.
Yeah, that's a great
It
great
is-
Twitter handle.
It is. They are so
That's where I saw it this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really good.
All right.
There it is.
5 championships.